Hello everyone and welcome back to the third episode of Ask the Expert, where our expert answers common questions asked by you guys. पिछले सारे एपिसोड्स में हमने ऑस्ट्रेलिया माइग्रेशन प्रोसेस के बारे में बात की है, इसीलिए इस एपिसोड के लिए हमने कनाडा चूज किया है। नाउ जब भी कोई भी कनाडा माइग्रेट करने के बारे में सोचता है तो उसके मन में काफी कंफ्यूजन होती है, चाहे वो पीआर प्रोसेस को लेके हो, चाहे एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया को लेके हो। तो ये सारे क्वेश्चंस और डाउट को क्लियर करने के लिए आज जो हमारे साथ एक्सपर्ट इसमें हेल्प करेंगी वो है रजनी मैम। मैम वेलकम टू द एपिसोड।
Thank you for having me here.
थैंक यू। सो मैम लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द क्वेश्चंस। सो द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन दैट वी हैव इज कि क्या इंडिया से कनाडा मूव करना एक अच्छा डिसीजन है, स्पेशली फॉर स्टूडेंट्स एंड प्रोफेशनल्स?
Yes, definitely. It can be a fantastic option, for those who are looking out to move from India to Canada, because if you're moving and planning for the same, it gives you a high quality of, healthcare. It will give you a good and high quality education background. It gives you a really good employment opportunities. And definitely, because when you're planning to move from India to Canada, you're looking out for multiple or multicultural, I would say diversity, or you'll come across with people who are actually migrating to Canada, because it is a land of migrants.
Right.
So it is easy for you to survive, to mingle, and obviously, to seek out for better job opportunities. So definitely, I believe moving from India to Canada can be a really great decision.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Something that I would like to ask more, that when we talk about students migrating to Canada, how is it beneficial for them in terms of study-wise, since they'll be studying there, right? So how it is beneficial for them?
When we talk about education, we are referring to quality of education. And this is the only reason why people, think of moving from their home country to, country anywhere abroad. So when we talk about Canada, definitely we have ample of options available. When we talk about universities, we have top-notch universities in Canada. If I name few of them, it includes University of University of British Columbia, University of Alberta, McGill University is there. So there are many universities, which provides a great education platform, and everybody who's seeking actually to take education from abroad, they are looking out for quality education. So when we talk about quality education, it is, I believe, Canada can be a really, really good option for those who are seeking out for education, those who are actually looking out to migrate from India to Canada. So because if you have that migration thing in your mind, and if you really want to settle down, if you're not even willing to settle down, but if you would like to explore options, would like to work in Canada, you definitely can, make Canada a destination country for you, because it gives you whatever is the requirement or the need of, any individual, those who are seeking to move to abroad.
Right. I think, ma'am, that is why a lot of people, when planning to move abroad, they tend to move towards Canada, because, like you said, that it is a land of migrants, and it's very culturally diverse. So I think that is one of the reasons that people tend to.
Definitely.
So let's move on to the second question. Second question is about Canada pathways. तो Canada pathways के बारे में बहुत confusion होती है students को. So can you brief us a little about different pathways?
Yes, there are several pathways, to move to Canada. So those who are willing to move to Canada, basically, they can use pathways which are very, very popular among the skilled professionals, and it includes, express entry. So there are multiple categories of express entry with the help of which the one can, migrate to Canada. So it includes FSWP, it includes PNP, CEC, FSTP, and apart from this, express entry program, you have other pathways as well, which includes AIPP, and then it includes RNIP. You have an option of moving to Canada with the help of, Quebec program, which they deal in a separate way, and you have an option of moving in Canada with the help of study as well.
Ma'am, I think there are a lot of pathways and it can get a lot of confusing for whoever is watching us. So let me just tell you that if you need help with, if you want to migrate to Canada and if you need help, you can connect with eHelp and they'll definitely help you out. So with that, let's move on to the third question. So the third question we have is about category-based invitation. So can you enlighten us on that topic?
Sure. So basically, as we were discussing earlier, I've told you the options, which are more popular, and one of the most popular option to move to Canada is with the help of Express Entry. Now, everybody is aware nowadays, that Express Entry, the CRS scorings that we use to, get the nomination from the Canadian government with the help of Express Entry pool program, it's on a higher side. So obviously, people are scared of whether they get the invitation or not, if they are opting out for Canadian immigration program. So it is actually a really good option because Canadian government has introduced this category-based invitations. So what the Canadian government is doing, actually, they are prioritizing those skilled professionals, whose work experience and skills, education, it is high in demand from in the Canadian labor market. So yeah, it is about category-based invitation. So now every individual whose occupation is quite high in demand, they can expect a quicker response from Canadian government because the government of Canada is prioritizing category-based invitations. So now everybody is aware that healthcare professionals, IT professionals, they are quite in demand in Canada. So they definitely can opt out for this option. You guys can definitely, look out for Canada. This is actually a good time for you to give it a shot for Canada because if you are a healthcare professional, if you are an IT professional, if you are even other professionals, you stand a fair chance.
So the fourth question that we have is कि Canada PR के लिए एक तो कितने स्कोर चाहिए होते हैं and कौन से टेस्ट जरूरी होते हैं देने?
All right. So you must be aware, there are many I would say very, very popular English language tests among the people. People are quite aware of it. Every single individual, I believe. So the most popular, exams which the one can appear if they are planning to move to Canada, irrespective of whichever visa category you'll be opting out for. It includes IELTS, of course. So you can go for IELTS general module if you're seeking for migration purpose, if you're seeking for work, options. But if in case you're looking for education, then you have to appear for IELTS academic. Apart from IELTS, which is quite a popular option to, appear for English language test, you can go for CELPIP is one of the, feasible option available to take exam in Canada for English. And recently, Canadian government has introduced PTE Core. So you have an option of appearing for PTE Core as well. So yeah, there are 3 platforms available to appear for English language test, which includes IELTS, it includes your CELPIP, it includes your PTE Core. And apart from it, if I give you a little brief about what is the scoring that you should plan to, score. So you definitely can plan if in case you're looking to score in IELTS, then you can go ahead with 6 in each band. This is good enough, to be eligible, though it definitely vary from profile to profile, the minimum requirement of IELTS. But 6 in each is the threshold requirement. Similarly, CLB 7 is what we need. So anybody who's willing to migrate to Canada, they should focus on Canadian language benchmark 7.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, so the last question for today that we have is current global situation के हिसाब से, is it safe for anyone to move to Canada अभी इस time पर?
Yes, definitely. Moving to Canada is going to be a really, really great, option because country is stable with good health, safety, and immigration policies. So it is definitely going to be a really good option for you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming to the episode and answering all the questions in such an easy way for everyone to understand. And like all the other episodes, I hope you like this episode as well. And if you have any other questions related to Canada migration and PR process, please comment down below, and we might take it up in the next episodes. And we also have a playlist named Ask the Expert, where you can find all the other episodes as well. So go check that out. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to eHealth. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.